Hello guys, what's up? How today is going? Today we wanna talking about symmetric figure, but at first I wanna remind them the last lesson. What are we talking about? We talked about what? Congruent figure. What means of congruent figure? Who can tell me? Okay. Congruent figure when we have a figure in the same shape and the same color, it doesn't change anything. We have two figures the same. This call it congruent figure. And we're talking about transform it to transform. We have slip, turn. And now today we're talking about symmetric figure. At first, what means of symmetric figure? Symmetric figure, look at the other way, look at this yellow note, look in there, the yellow key, this one in there, this note. So the symmetric figure means that one shape exactly like another when it transforms. So look what means of this. It tells us mean that one shape exactly like another when it transforms. How, for example, we have a mirror. That's a simple example and realistic example. When we have a mirror, when you stand in front a mirror, directly it show you without changing anything. This call it symmetric figure. So when you stand in front it, directly it show you exactly the shape, your shape. So means this call it symmetric figure. Also, congruent figure, I told them when we have two figures the same shape and say this called congruent. Also, congruent figure is symmetric figure. Now, we're talking about the types of symmetry. We have two types of symmetry figure. One of them is rotational symmetry and line symmetry. What means of rotational symmetry? Look at this green one. Rotational symmetry, when an object is rotated around a center or around a middle center point or middle point, so the objects of or figures appears the same. This called what? This called rotational figure. And there only we study half turn. We have quarter turn, that's 90 degrees angle. Half turn only we study and full turn, but only we study 9. What means of half turn? When we rotate, half turn means 180 degrees. For example, you rotate this model around this way, around this point, this a middle point or center point. Look, when we rotate this from what means of half turn? Half turn means, for example, I rotate from top to bottom. Look, from top to the bottom, counterclockwise direction or counterclockwise, no problem. Or from left to right, for example, from left to right, right to left, top to bottom, bottom to top, nothing, only that's called half turn. Completely from top to bottom, this half turn. From bottom to top is the same half turn again. From left to right or right to left, this called what? Half turn. When I rotate this photo, for example, I rotate from this corner to this corner, it doesn't change. The shape, it doesn't change. So this called what? Rotational symmetry. I show them by this video too. Look, I made this example. Look at this red corner from left. When we turned from left to right, look, from left to right, this called half turn or 180 degrees. What happened? We think if the shape is changed or not. Now we test it. Look, this quarter turn now, and we need to change the red from left to right. Look, it comes to right. The right corner comes to bottom. It doesn't change. That completely all the same shape. Look, it completed. So this called rotational turn, or from top to bottom. Look at the black corner there. We rotated from top to bottom. Look at the same. The shape doesn't change. This one looks, so this called rotational symmetry. Now, the second type of the symmetry is called what? Line symmetry. Line symmetry. What means of line symmetry? Line symmetry, or also we called reflection symmetry or mirror symmetry. Any name that's corrected. Line symmetry or reflection symmetry, or also called mirror symmetry. Look, it's the same. All this mean is line symmetry. If there exists a line that divide a figure into two congruent parts or into two columns. For example, we draw a line along the figure. If this line divide the figure into two equal parts, this called line symmetry. For example, I have this heart. Look, we draw a line along the figure. Look, it divides into two equal parts. When we flow the figure at the same, nothing is changed. So this is called line symmetry. Now we have these videos too. Look, I tested for them. Look, when we lined, look, this is a line of symmetry. When draw this line, we flowed the figure at the same, that complete each other like a mirror. At the same, when we have one part, that the other parts complete this one. So this called line symmetry. Now, line symmetry, or mostly we have sometimes. Look at this at first before I explain this one. Look, another example of line symmetry. Look, when we draw a line from along the figure, look, this line divides this butterfly into two equal parts like a mirror. For example, if we have one side that's completed, you can test at home when you stand in front a mirror, or you can, for example, you have one part of one thing that show you the other parts directly. Now this is line symmetry 2. Now, which of these above figure has both rotational symmetry and line symmetry? Now, sometimes we have some figures that they have both types of symmetry, rotational symmetry and line symmetry. For example, at first, before I answer this question, I show them a video and I explain how we know if a figure is both of them, both type. Wait, for example, we have square. This is not really good, but that's enough. When we have the square, when we lined, look at first, look, when at first for line symmetry, I draw a line from left to right or right to left in the middle. When I float this figure at the same, that completed each other. So this means called what? This called line symmetry. Or sometimes we have a figure it has more than one line symmetry. For example, this square. At horizontal we have horizontal line, and there we have vertical line too. And we have, look, this is a vertical. Look at the same, they completed it, so it has two line symmetry now. And now it has two diagonal too. Our model is not very good, but that's enough. Okay, look, it has the one diagonal. What means of diagonal? From the corner to other corner, from this corner to this corner, and this corner to that. So look, that's two diagonal. Now it has how many? Two diagonal, one horizontal, and the other is vertical. So this is called line symmetry. Also, this is line symmetry. And we test if this rotates around this point. This is called rotational symmetry. Look at this corner, that 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, we rotate. When we rotated, half turn. Half turn means, look, 1 comes to there and 4 comes to, but the shape is the same, doesn't change. So this is called rotational symmetry. Now we have an activity. Now we talk about this. Note that sometimes we have more than one line symmetry, like the square. I explain it now. Now, before this activity, I forgot it. Which of this above figure has both rotational symmetry or line? The first one, because when we draw a line along the figure, look, that divide to two equal parts. So this is called, this one is both of them, the first figure. Now we have this activity. Now we're talking about activity. This activity, we need what? Paper, straight edge, and scissors. What do we need to do at first? We need to cut this model. For example, this paper, on this sheet of a paper, draw a parallelogram, label, then center point, put it out. First step, we need to draw a parallelogram and then we cut it and put down the center point. The second step, label the corner of the figure. We name it the corner, and corner 1, 2, 3, 4. And the third step, tell us turn, half turn. If this turn the figure about the center point. When we're talking about turning figure, mean that tell us this is rotational symmetry or not. And I already did this. I made this example and already by a video. Look at this. I draw it this angle 1, 2, 3, 4. When we turn it, half turn. I told them we study half turn. With this quarter turn, this not the same, they are opposite. Look, we compare it. So when angle 1 is there, but when we rotate it, we turn it half turn. So look, or rotate it at angle 180. Angle 1 comes to the red, the series doesn't change. The same. Look, this is the same. So this is mean this is what? This rotational symmetry, or you can rotate it in counterclockwise or clockwise, no problem, anything. So look, when another time we rotate it, when it comes to the original place again. Now tell us this, did the figure return to the original place after half turn? Look, after half turn, look there, yes, of course, after half turn it returned to the original place. We tell yes. Now this one, what kind of symmetry does this show? Another one is what? Rotational symmetry. Let's show us rotational symmetry. Now this our activities to now. I explain the exercise. In the number 2, 3, 4, 5, this exercise is check. Look, page 147, number 2, 3, 4, 5. I show them this square in a video, and again I explained another more times. Look, for example, I do not tell if this rotational symmetry or line symmetry or both. I don't know. At first I test rotational symmetry for square. I show them, but again I repeat it. So look, I draw a point in there. Look, I find the middle center. Look, when I rotate it, when I rotate half turn, the shape doesn't change. You can do it at home, and I show them in the video. Look, when we half turn angle, for example, this corner is one comes to there only. The shape doesn't change. So this is called rotational symmetry. For line symmetry, if we draw a line along the figure from when we divide into two equal parts, yes, when we flow the figure at the same or this side horizontally, horizontally the same, diagonally, look, are the same. So how many line symmetry it has now? 1, 2, and 2 diagonal lines. So this what means this rotational symmetry. We rotated line symmetry, or now means this both of them. So the number 2, we have the square is both of them. Look, we have what? Both. You tell me both. And there. Or number 3, 4 is your homework. Number 5, I explain it because of again I explain the switch type. If we rotate in the center, that's reverse it. It doesn't show a natural figure again. Show mean this not rotational symmetry. And for line symmetry, look, draw a line in the middle. Look, it divides this into two equal parts. So means this is what? This is line symmetry. This one is line symmetry. Number 5 as line symmetry. And now in there again, tell the whether it's rotational symmetry, line symmetry, or both. Now look at number 6. I explain again. Look, if we rotate in the middle, this middle point or center point, for example, this is center. Look, if we rotate that, reverse it, this one comes to there. That's not rotational shape because of. So when we divide into two equal parts, draw a line in the middle, horizontally or vertically, no problem. Look, the same. So I mean this called line symmetry. Number 6 as line symmetry. Now number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is your homework. Now it goes to this type of question. It tells us what number 12, 13, 14. It tells us copy each design on a dot paper, complete each design to show line symmetry. How we complete it? At first, where's the line symmetry? In the middle. Look, we have one side, so this is line symmetry. Now, because I know in the middle we have line symmetry in there, I show them. This is line symmetry, and this one is, look, this one is line symmetry, and there's line symmetry. Now, like a mirror, for example, we have one side, only you complete like this one. So from line symmetry, at angle, it comes to down. So how many points we have? 1. This is 1. Look, this is 1. This 2, and the last one is the third one. So I need to draw a line until 3 point. This is the first one I completed, the second and third. Stop. When the ending of each line, that's the starting of the other line. How? For example, when I complete again for this line, I start from there. But how? Straightly. How many points we have now? We have 3. 1. This is 1. This 2. When I stop, and 3. From there I start again. Look, 1, 2, 3. Look, this is 1, this one is 2, and then the last one is 3. So I complete under there. Now I stop. When I stop, I start from that place. So I need to connect this points to there. How? Look, how many points we have? 1, 2. So I need to connect this 2 point. After that, look, when I stop, I start for another line. Look, like this. I connect it together. Look, it's the same. So this is the same. So I complete this. This called what? Line symmetry. It show another line in the same. So number 12 and 14 is your homework. I hope all of them understand very well, and I hope have a good day. Bye bye.